Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
On the face of it, it's extremely tough, but this is where it stands. India still at that bottom position just above Scotland thanks to net run rate. No points yet. Namibia have picked up 2 points from that particular victory. Pakistan look like it's a virtual semi-final spot seal with their matches only against Namibia and Scotland to come. Now the one scenario, gents, where India can actually qualify for the semi is on the 7th of November. Afghanistan play New Zealand. They need Afghanistan to beat New Zealand, after which India play Namibia in the last game. And once that is over, if Afghanistan have beaten New Zealand, India will then have to beat Namibia by such a significant margin that their net run rate climbs above that of New Zealand, which at the moment is not very healthy. So that's the scenario, Zaheer. Not a happy scenario, and importantly, not in your own hands.
Well, the GB, you got to be realistic. All these scenarios and all that are going to come into play. I'm not denying that, right? But the bottom line always remains that you got to play 40 overs of good cricket to win games of cricket. So that is something which so far in the tournament Indian team has not been able to put together. So I think the first and foremost they got to start with that. I know that potentially you can reach 6 points, but when you look at the remaining 3 games, I'm just presuming that India goes out there, wins all the games, you're going to get to 6 points. But New Zealand is sitting at this point now, and that's why this game was so important, where they can reach 8 points. So for that they have to beat Afghanistan, yes, for sure, and then Scotland and Namibia. So that those are the kind of games which you're talking about. So really realistically, which means that Afghanistan and New Zealand game is going to be very, very important from India's point of view. And having said this, the bottom line remains that you have to go out there. Net run rate is going to come into play in spite of you winning all the games, because you would expect New Zealand to go out there and win 2 games of cricket for sure from here. So yeah, interesting on paper. It's all going to look good, but we all know that how important this game was from that point of view. I was remembering 2007 World Cup campaign, which I was part of, and it becomes very difficult. It becomes very, very, very hard to cope with when you know that not only you have to play good cricket, but also look at the other results and then be dependent on maybe hoping Scotland beats New Zealand or Namibia beats New Zealand, those kind of things. So yeah, it's going to be a tough thing for all the players, but control the controllables. The best thing which is in your hand is still go out there and win games of cricket, and that's what Virat was in that press conference trying to say, that there is plenty of left in this tournament. And that's why I was also mentioning the fact that so far it's been disappointing. Now you have to really play out of your skin and hope that the other results go in your favor for you to qualify.
Yeah. For those who don't remember the 2007 50-over World Cup, yeah, it looked like it was plain sailing. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Bermuda were the teams in the group. Yeah, okay, no problem. We're going to get through. One banana peel against Bangladesh, and that was it, out of the tournament. Here, DK, I know, as I said, we were trying to paint various scenarios. You said pay due respect to Namibia and Scotland. Let's be fair. India and New Zealand will both get over these 2 teams. But I still think Afghanistan are the X factor. We, of course, India have to beat Afghanistan on the 3rd in Abu Dhabi. But the last game, or the second last game, New Zealand-Afghanistan, followed by India-Namibia, will be the ultimate deciders.
If you look at the points table right now, Afghanistan has 2 matches left, and one is against India and one is against New Zealand, and they are at +3. So they have to beat New Zealand, which in turn will increase their run rate a little bit, and they have to lose against India very badly so that India pulls their run rate down. So we're talking mathematically things that would be possible, but if maths was a big factor in cricket, then it would be a pretty easy sport. So I would definitely say that for a start, India need to definitely raise their quality of cricket, be it batting or bowling to an extent. But obviously we all know that they will get through Scotland and Namibia comfortably, so the run rate will go up. But to catch up with +3 in just 3 games is sometimes not that easy. It's as I said, maths can be a tough subject as well sometimes when you play cricket on the field.
Yeah.
And also, GB, the challenge here is that if you're saying New Zealand and Afghanistan game is important, and if you're presuming that Afghanistan somehow beats New Zealand, then I think how are you going to catch with the net run rate of Afghanistan, which is sitting at +3, which is going to then even get better. So
No.
I think
Then Afghanistan will have lost to India by then. So Afghanistan on points will not be a factor.
but India can only reach 6 points, right?
Correct.
And Afghanistan is sitting on 4 points. So if they beat New Zealand, they'll be on 6 points with a really good net run rate.
Fair point.
So
You just got me on that one.
yeah, so that's the challenge. I think mathematically there's going to be an opportunity, but I think the chances are very slim. When you look at the important game, if New Zealand wins, like India is in a scenario where if Afghanistan beats New Zealand, we might have to catch up a net run rate of say +4 or +3, which is going to be a very, very tough ask.